Going on, ladies and gents? We are back in the garage once again with the bike, taking care of some small modifications, just minor things that I've been wanting to do to the bike for a while. You guys known from the beginning, I was going for a more classic style with this Dyna. I wasn't going for a real performance build here, so we're gonna finally start making it into closer what I was anticipating here from the start. So we've actually started it off already. We're pulling off the rear turn signals. I was never really a big fan of them. You know, they kind of just stuck out too much. Fender looks a little cleaner now. The bolts sticking out, that's just because we started putting on the docking hardware, because I'm actually going to be putting on this new Sissy bar here. I think this thing's gonna look pretty good on the bike. You guys have known from the start, I really want to throw a Sissy bar on there, mainly because I have no storage. I don't rock any bags on the bike, not even a fork bag. I just like the clean look, so this will at least allow me to have a Sissy bar bag. You know, I can bungee my backpack to it if I want to go on any longer trips and I don't want to carry it on my back the whole time. So that's gonna be pretty nice. But as far as the turn signals go, I'm actually looking into getting, Custom Dynamics makes a tail light that has the turn signals built into it. So we ordered the light and we scrapped the old turn signals. I just wasn't a fan of them, but it should clean up the fender a little bit, you know, make the whole thing a little bit more flush. Throw the Sissy bar on there, we should be good to go. You may also notice I'm missing the front headlight. Well, there was a small issue where my rivets in the headlight were starting to split a little bit, and it was making the housing shake around a lot. So people must have been thinking I was high beaming them pretty bad, because anytime I would ride around at night, people always pull out of the way, and I start to feel bad after a while. So John actually had a pretty good idea. We replaced the rivets with a screw and a nut there, just to kind of hold the housing a little bit more firm, because those rivets, they come undone after a little while, especially with a bike like the Dyna. You know, unbalanced motor, shakes around a lot, things start to come loose. So should work a little better. So we're gonna throw this slightly modified headlight housing right back on, and should be good to go there. All right, so this installation is pretty simple. We're actually going to be using this Sissy bar here, which slides in between the brackets, even though we do already have the docking hardware on there. This is for a detachable Sissy bar, which I was thinking about getting down the line, but I was able to pick this one up for very cheap, so that's what we're going to be using today. Normally for a stock Dyna, this is going to be a little bit different, because, you know, we already have the docking hardware on here, but you would normally have your turn signals right here where these bolts are hanging out. On the other side of it is just a 1/2 inch wide bolt. It's easy, crank it out, threads through the turn signal, the stem, and the bracket there. And right here, I believe it's a, well, it's not anymore because it's the docking hardware, but usually I believe this is a T50 Torx bolt. Somewhere around that, maybe it's a little bigger, I don't remember for certain, but right now it's a hex because we have the docking hardware in there. So we're gonna pull this out, and this slides just right between the bracket and the fender. And you also have to make sure you do have the other piece of the docking hardware in there, which is kind of like a thin plate that allows these screws to thread through, and it gives something it kind of bridges the gap right here to give something for the Sissy bar to actually thread through. All right, so taking our 7/32 hex, we are going to loosen up this bolt a bit. All right, now I take our 1/2 inch wrench and just loosen that up. just like that. So this is the whole assembly for the detachable Sissy bar docking hardware. It's actually pretty nice because it does cover up the hole left by the turn signal, because this is usually where the stem would be. All right, so now that we've pulled those two out, you can actually see the plate that sits inside the fender. So these essentially allow things to be threaded through, and it bridges the gap on both holes so that you can actually place a Sissy bar on it. I'm gonna do my best to show you what I'm talking about behind the camera. See, here's the base of the Sissy bar. Docking hardware should line up just like that. All right, now we essentially just have to do the same thing on the other side. Easy enough. There we go, and out comes the inner plate. Now be very careful that your fender doesn't fall, because it will be sitting loose now, just like that. You want to be careful you don't scratch it or anything. It would be nice, you know, if you guys have a second pair of hands to hold this up. I think I'll see if John can hold this up for me while I screw the Sissy bar in. All right, so essentially what we're aiming to do here is, like I said, this goes on the inside of the fender, and it pushes out these two little kind of bridges that you can thread a bolt through, and also the Sissy bar sits just like so between the fender and the bracket there. So we're going to, can you hold up the
yeah,
hold up the fender?
Yeah.
And just guide that in.
Watch your side.
Yeah. So guide this down.
Hang on. Yeah. I'll tell you up higher.
Looks lined up to me.
All right. That side. Yep. Okay, just like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Put the bolt in. Lined up.
Yep. Should be. See straight through.
Cool.
You got the hex?
Not too much. Okay. So let's tackle the back. Okay, hang on one second. I got mine, so we'll have to put this in. Just act like it was. Oh damn, playa!
Looks pretty good, huh?
Not too shabby. I think
pretty
it's
nice.
nice and tall.
Yeah, looks good.
All
right, now we're just gonna tighten it up. These are temporary bolts that we're using here, just because I already had the docking hardware and we already changed it out, but I will eventually get some nicer looking bolts that match a little bit better and they don't stick out as much, but I think it's looking pretty good. All right, she's looking good, guys. This Sissy bar looks awesome. Totally badass. Definitely gives that slightly chopper style look that I'm going for, man. I was even thinking about throwing in one of them tank risers just to show off the frame a little bit more, because I really do like the look of the raised tank with the more exposed frame. And you know, like I've been saying from the start, I've been kind of procrastinating on taller bars and hiding these ugly ass wires, man. They need to be tucked away inside the bars because I'm sick of looking at them. It makes it look so messy. You know, I want to clean it up a little bit. Throwing the headlight back on here.
Can you go grab
Hopefully this works out. I mean, it should. It's gonna hold it down a lot better than those old rivets.
Yeah, I ain't going anywhere.
Yeah. As nice as it was to have everybody clear out of my way, I did enjoy seeing straight. The headlight back up. Finally, she's stabilized. She's not gonna be bouncing around. All right, she's all buttoned up. Headlight is on there. Fastened nice and tight. No more wobbling around. Sissy bar's looking sweet, guys. I think that looks awesome. This bike is really coming together, man. The chrome wheels, Sissy bar on there. It's definitely taking that old school style, man. That's what I love. The best part about these Harleys is how much you can customize them. As always, I had a good time wrenching on the bike. That's what we love to do around here. And make sure you guys head over to Beyond Riders and check out some of their gear. As always, you still get a $10 discount when you use code REALM. That's REALM in checkout. $10 off the purchase of any item on their store. They have some awesome jackets for either summer riding, winter riding, fall, spring, anything you can imagine, man. They got gloves, they got pants, they got the works, guys. So if you need some cool gear and you want a little discount off of it, head over to Beyond Riders, check out some of their stuff. I'll see you guys in the next video.